Hi guys, so I'm already under the truck. What this video today is going to be about is going to be something doing with my transfer case. Just to catch everybody up to speed, me and my wife, I've only had the truck for probably a little over a couple months, and a couple weekends ago, me and my wife went down to the beach here in South Texas. Whenever we got down there, I noticed that my rear bumper, my exhaust, everything was covered in some kind of liquid, some kind of fluid. I was like, oh, this isn't great. Something's leaking. Automatically started thinking of a million different things it could have been. Come to find out, it was a transfer case. All my fluid, it was covered under the truck. Everything was soaking wet. So I started doing a little research. Come to find out, these trucks actually it's a common known issue with these trucks, and what it is, they have your oil pump inside your transfer case. Over time, it was just a poor design, I guess, by GM. But the oil pump would actually, just vibration and movement and all the rotating parts and components in here, over time, the little keeper ring that's supposed to protect pretty much your housing, it would fail, and the pump would end up putting a little weep hole in the housing itself, which would let you get a leak, you get a hole, all your fluid comes out, everything. So before I knew any of that, I replaced my output shaft seal, did everything I could to try to get it fixed, and it did it again. So that's when I started doing my research, found all this out, and so I took it. I bought from Merchant Automotive. I bought this. It's a pump rub upgrade kit, and it comes with. It takes the old little poor design little keeper ring, gets it out of the picture, and it gets this whole blocker plate that pretty much goes up against the housing. So here's your housing, here's the blocker plate, and then your pump is right here. So there's no way your pump can rub into your housing. So I went ahead, bought the whole kit, and I couldn't find a weep hole on my old housing, but I said, you know what, just in case there is one, I don't want to JB weld it, do what a lot of other people will do, because I want it done right. I went ahead and just ordered a whole new rear half of the housing, because your transfer case splits in half. You have your front, which should be towards the front of the truck. You have your front half, and you have your rear half, which is this end where your tail shaft, everything going to your drive shaft's at. And so I went ahead and ordered everything brand new, took it to the shop, had them put the pump rub upgrade kit in, did a great job, everything. Well, I went to East Texas, which is about a 6-hour drive, and on my way back, I noticed again I had fluid kind of everywhere on the truck, like on the rear and just from when I was driving. So I got back on the truck. Come to find out, my output shaft seal, I don't know if they just didn't seat it or just get it snug enough up against my tail housing, or I'm thinking that has got to be the case. I don't know, but the whole seal was literally back up against the U joint on my drive shaft, the yoke, and it wasn't even up against the tail housing. I've got the seal pushed back in, got it seated like it's should be. Seal still looks fine. Got it all back together. What we got to do today is, I doubt we're gonna have any kind of fluid left in my transfer case, because it literally just pretty much puked it all out, since the seal wasn't in the location it's supposed to be in to keep the fluid in. So today we got to put fluid in my transfer case, and just so frustrating, man. Just had this addressed and fixed, I thought, and here we go again. So let's see if this thing's got any fluid left in it. I doubt it's gonna have much in it, but let's look and see what we're about to get into. like I was saying, I'm actually shocked there's still fluid in my transfer case, which is a good sign because that means it was never ran without fluid in the transfer case. So that's a good thing, but that's not much fluid at all. So I'm gonna let this continue to just completely keep draining out, and then I'll show you where the drain plug and then where your fill plug, where all that's at. I'll show you in just a sec when this gets done draining. So a little quick, these are your drain plug, you got your little magnet, and then this is your fill plug. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon back on them, just because the transfer case are very, very soft material, and you don't want to crank these way down trying to get them to not leak. So a little Teflon just never hurts. And you can tell where the shop that installed my upgrade kit they had put some Teflon on here too. So better to be safe than sorry. That's what it comes down to. But for some of those, I've always had trouble back in the past knowing how to do this to where when you're tightening it, it doesn't try to like kick off. So look at it this way. So righty-tighty, so it's going to be turning this way. So that means it'll be turning like this. And a lot of guys probably know how to do this. This is just, if you don't, maybe this would kind of give you a certain little way. So just imagine you're turning it this way. So you're going to go under it, and then obviously you'll wrap it 2-3 times, not too much. I want to do it to where it won't catch. Okay, so there's that. So now to explain, you see how this right here, well, when you're turning it righty-tighty, look what it's doing. So you're turning it and it's going to be pushing and keeping your Teflon tape tight. Now, if you were to do this the opposite way, and whenever you did it opposite way, if you put this on here wrong, from my end, so let's say you put it on here the wrong way, but then it's gonna be pretty much pulling all your Teflon off just like that. So that's why make sure when you're putting Teflon on, make sure you put it on to where the correct way, pretty much. So maybe a little quick tip, y'all can, maybe that'll help y'all or help some people who have maybe, like in the past when I had trouble with it, maybe that'll help some guys, I guess, remember how to do it a little better. So obviously your drain hole will be down here on the very bottom, and your fill hole will be right there. So as you can see, right there is your drain, and then right here is your fill hole. Guys, so be sure your magnet is on the bottom, which is your drain hole. And pretty much what the magnet is for is if you have any kind of metal shavings or anything, that magnet will catch it whenever you go to drain your fluid. Again, the material of these transfer cases, I think it's like magnesium alloy or something like that. It's a very soft metal, so just keep in mind when you go cranking down on these. So what I would suggest when filling these up, guys, is you use or find a funnel that has a long tube, because there's no way to get a bottle or anything right in here. So what you have to do is you have this is your torsion cross member right here. You just have to go up above it with your funnel, like, there you go. And then you see you don't have much room here, but you have enough that you can still, be able to pour in it, and then there you go. So just a suggestion.
And you can, on this, you can watch, this is blue. Whenever it kind of goes more to a white, you kind of know that the funnel is done emptied out. There it goes, right there. So, as you can tell, you can definitely tell that was break-in fluid there, but capacity is 2 quarts. That's definitely not 2 quarts. So, like I told you guys, I knew there was going to be a lot that was lost fluid-wise, but normally when I change the oil, I would pour it back in the new bottles just to see how much I actually get back, to see if something's leaking, if something's burning oil, if something's burning fluid, if it's leaking fluid. So just a quick tip on that. But that's going to conclude today's video. Something real short and sweet, but I just wanted to kind of keep you guys updated and let you see, in case you have one of these trucks and it might be something you could look at, you know, just check it out. But appreciate you guys watching this. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.